Hi everyone, I'm Kelly and I'm the community manager here at Formula Botanica, and we are the award-winning and accredited online cosmetic science school. We teach a variety of courses in organic skincare and hair care formulation. I'm here today with one of our current students and graduates, Emma, and she's going to talk about her new brand, The Sunday Standard. So hi Emma, thank you for joining me. Do you want to just introduce yourself?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, Kelly. I'm Emma. I'm the founder of The Sunday Standard, a new clean beauty brand. We are based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, here in the US.
Fantastic. So before we talk about your brand, do you want to share a little bit about your background before you sort of got into natural skincare, sort of career-wise, and where you sort of started out?
Yeah, absolutely. So my background actually is in apparel design. And my main kind of focus has been on menswear. So aesthetics are very important to me, which is something that I really tried to bring to life when I built the Sunday Standard. So definitely looking at everything from that creative designer focused lens.
Do you think that's what one of the reasons you do enjoy formulating was that sort of creative side as well?
I absolutely think that that plays a role. I mean, the creativity of it and being able to really kind of focus in on a problem and find an innovative, creative way to solve it using, beautiful plant-based, non-toxic skincare ingredients.
Yes, definitely. That's fantastic. And did you have other reasons for getting into natural skincare? I know you mentioned to me earlier about acne. Do you want to share a little bit about your journey through that?
I would love to. Personally, I have had quite a lifelong journey with acne, cystic acne, really, painful, embarrassing, hard to deal with acne since I was a teenager. So I kind of did the whole gamut. I did every over-the-counter medication, every Neutrogena, every this, that, prescriptions, retinols. I even took a course of Accutane, which, if you're unfamiliar, is a medication that they direct you to take if you have bad acne, but it has a lot of icky side effects. And honestly, nothing really worked for me. So I kind of got to a point, I had an aunt who was pretty influential in kind of guiding me towards just, clean products. And she kind of would say like, oh, try this. And, we grew up in Michigan. And she would drive all the way to Chicago and get, things from Whole Foods. We didn't have a Whole Foods. And she would, oh, try this brand. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And so I kind of just decided like, you know what? My skin is so red. It's so flaky. The acne is not going away. These products are not working. So if I'm going to have acne, I might as well at least not have red skin and not have flaky skin. So I decided to give the natural kind of products a try. And I was so shocked by how my skin changed. I mean, they genuinely worked better for me than a lot of things that I had used in the past that were supposed to be amazing. So based on kind of that feedback, I really was like, I think I could do some of this myself. I started making some of my own facial oils and some of my own products, really just simple things, based on, tea tree oil and, really simple plant oils that I would use on my skin instead of moisturizers. And I truly, truly loved it. So based on kind of that experience, I actually launched my first brand, Flora Botanical Skincare, which, rest in peace, no longer exists. However, it was a great kind of experience for me to have gone through all the things that I did with my skin to now be able to tell people like, I've been where you are and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Try these beautiful plant-based ingredients and products, and you might be surprised by how effective they truly can be.
Yeah, definitely. I think people can relate a lot more to people that actually understand what it's like themselves. So when you share your story, people will relate to that as well, which is fantastic. Mm-hmm. So when then did you enroll with us, and what courses have you taken or are still taking?
Yeah, so I enrolled in 2017. I think it was December or so. And the first course that I enrolled in was the Diploma in Organic Skincare Formulation. And as I mentioned before, at the time I had a beauty brand called Flora, and I just never truly felt confident selling people my products. Even though I knew that they worked and I knew that they were great, I just didn't feel comfortable when people would say, what's your background? How did you get into this? And I would have to tell them, I learned this on the internet. I read about it. And I really just wanted to find something where I could feel more confident in my work. And that's how I found Formula Botanica. I started taking the diploma in organic skincare, and I felt like I learned so much. I mean, I don't know that I expected to learn as much as I did about the way that the skin works and how products are absorbed and the way that your skin functions and health and what different ingredients, absorption rates and the way that things work together to, have combined benefits and different things, and just all the, true processes behind making sure your formulas are stable, making sure that everything, you're following your recipe that has percentage ingredients. I wasn't doing that before. So really just gave me the confidence to feel like I could talk to people about what I was doing and what I was making. And I've also taken your certificate in natural preservation, which is something that I would highly recommend for anyone looking to get into the business, because you definitely want to make sure you're delivering safe products to your customers. And I'm currently working through my advanced diploma, which has been such an amazing experience for me, learning just more about kind of the high performance end of plant-based ingredients and with the truly amazing things that they can do. So I'm going to be wrapping that up hopefully in the next couple months, and that will kind of coincide, I think, with some exciting new product launches for the Sunday Standard.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we're going to get onto that in a minute as well. But first of all, do you want to tell us a little bit about sort of building the brand? So I know you launched about a couple of weeks ago, so it's in that exciting launch phase still. But do you want to sort of share a little bit about how you sort of got to that stage from sort of planning your business and your brand to sort of getting to, was it about the 17th of November this month?
Yes.
So yeah, how's that sort of year been?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So the Sunday Standard as a brand is probably about 2 to 3 weeks old, which is so exciting. We just launched, and it's been so lovely talking to customers and having some interactions finally about the products that I've been working on for so long. I mean, you formulate a skincare product and it, you might work on it for a year or a year and a half, or sometimes even longer, going through the iterations and testing things out and trying things out and having friends try things out and family. And it's been a really great experience, and I've truly, truly enjoyed it. And I'm glad to finally be sharing it with everyone out there.
Fantastic. Well, your website looks lovely. I have been on there. Do you want to tell us a little about bit about the products that you're stocking? So the kind of things that you sell, any particular ingredients that you really like to include, anything like that?
Of course. Yep. So the Sunday Standard really is a non-toxic, clean beauty brand, and it's truly built for those with blemish-prone skin. So what I wanted to do with my products was, rather than have, say, a topical acne product that helped to get rid of, the blemishes that you have right now, is our products are truly built to rebuild your skin kind of from the inside out. So we're looking at barrier repair, we're looking at cellular renewal, we're truly looking at getting rid of any of those impurities and toxins that are going to cause blemishes, looking at kind of restoring the skin's natural oil production. So truly all of those things that kind of work behind the scenes to make your skin beautiful from the inside out, rather than just truly kind of healing the blemish that you have. And, if you have acne or if you deal with blemishes, you definitely know that you kind of want to attack it from all fronts. So the kind of topical stuff is important too, but what I really wanted to do with these products was rebuild from the inside out. So our line currently consists of 4 products. We have 2 really beautiful facial oils. One is a clarifying oil that's really going to help, like I said, barrier repair. It's going to help balance your skin's natural oil production. And then it's going to have some really beautiful plant-based botanicals that are going to help to fight inflammation and bacterial growth. And the second one is a restorative night oil that features some really beautiful ingredients that are going to help with cellular renewal and then just really calming any inflammation in the skin. And I love kind of using both of those. I use the clarifying oil in the morning. It's a beautiful deep green color. Like I said earlier, my background based in creative, I really wanted the line to be just gorgeous, fun to use, beautiful experience. So color was really important to me. So our clarifying oil is this really beautiful deep green, and then our restorative night oil is this really kind of gorgeous, luminescent, like almost orange color. It's really, really beautiful. And they smell amazing. Everything's fragranced with essential oils. We don't use any synthetic fragrances, of course. So we have the 2 oils, and then we have a really beautiful cleansing balm that is a spirulina and clay base. And really, I love that product for taking my makeup off, and just really, it's a very, very gentle cleanser. So it's great for all skin types, but it's just really nice for not irritating your skin, which is important if you have breakouts. And then we have a 4th product, which is a mask, and it's a super fun mask. It really is a vitamin C and alpha hydroxy acid based mask. So we get the AHA from pineapple extract. So everything there is really gentle, way to exfoliate the skin, which if you have that flakiness and you kind of have, your makeup gets picked up on it, you really don't want that. So making sure the skin is smooth and kind of ready for, that makeup application is really important.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. We love the product. So hopefully everyone gets a chance to try them.
Yes, definitely. I hope this will inspire lots of people to try them, and especially because you've niched it around what you already know as well. I think people will relate to that. And it's nice that you've got a whole little range there that people can use, the cleanser and the oils and the mask as well, which is fantastic. It was the mask I was looking at on the website. I love facial masks.
Yeah, it's such a fun one because it's almost kind of like a foaming texture, which is a little bit different than what I've seen out there. And it's just so fun to use. It's jungle deep green. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's just like kind of makes you want to like take a selfie and, put it on Instagram, which I highly encourage everyone to do. I certainly do enough of that. So if you want to see me with a face mask selfie, you can follow along on our Instagram at Sunday Standard.
I do love a good facial mask selfie on Instagram. They are awesome. Especially if they're good colours as well. Bright green facial masks look awesome.
They're very fun.
So on the theme of that then, what made you name your brand? It's a very interesting name. That's the Sunday Standard. I really like that. Can you give us a little bit of an idea of what inspired you to name it that?
I can. So as I mentioned, I had a brand before called Flora, and I felt like it was just such an easy, it made so much sense at the time, but there's so many other brands with similar names and things. It's really relatable to skincare and to plant-based things. So when I wanted to recreate my business under a new name, I wanted something that was truly, truly unique. And that when people said the Sunday Standard, they knew that they were talking about my brand and our products. So it really honestly was kind of a long process. It took me a long time to have a name. Like I had my packaging being designed before I had my name landed on. And I kind of was working with some friends, going back and forth. What do you guys like? Does this make sense? And I kind of did a poll where I put it up on Facebook. I threw it out on Instagram. Like, everybody help me. I had these 3 names picked out. And I had one in my head that I knew. I was like, this is the name. And it had more to do with like, Sunday rituals. And everyone was like, oh, I don't like a ritual. Like, that sounds like a chore. I don't want to do that. But they loved the idea of Sundays being the day that you give to yourself to take some time for you to do your self-care routine. And, whatever that means to you, it could be a face mask. It could be taking a long bath, drinking a cup of tea, painting your nails, anything that you do to kind of relax and unwind and really take some me time. I think a lot of people do that on Sunday. So we kind of wanted it to be, this is the standard of how you treat yourself. Every day should be the way that you treat yourself like you do on a Sunday. So we kind of definitely a group effort. Some, close friends that I trust and really care for helped me come up with the name. And it just, the Sunday Standard, the kind of standard of how you should treat yourself and treat your skin. And that's really helped to kind of influence the products that I build and, the way that we kind of, show our products to customers. It's been really fun.
I love that. It's a lovely name and it's very different. So it is very unique to you, which is fantastic. So I love that you went with something really unique. And it makes it feel like, you can do these kind of lovely things for yourself any day of the week. Set that standard.
As everyone should, right? Yeah,
exactly. Everyone should. We should all make that time each day. So yeah, it's fantastic. So looking forwards then, what are your plans for your brand in the next year, next 2 years?
Yeah, so we just launched. So our kind of next step is going to be, looking at some retailers to partner with where, we can have customers come in and try the products in store. Right now I sell online at shopthesundaystandard.com, and I do in-person events, but I'm definitely looking at getting into local retailers where people are able to truly experience the scents and the textures. It's so important in skincare. So that's going to be my next step, as far as kind of like building the business and marketing. And then for products, as I said, I'm working on wrapping up my advanced diploma in organic skincare formulation right now. And with all of that beautiful knowledge that I learned, I'm going to be looking to launch some serums and potentially some creams or moisturizers that really help to kind of fill out the line of the products that I think you could use in a routine from start to finish. And I'd really love to kind of focus on hyperpigmentation as kind of one of the issues. I know that, I have scarring that feels like it's years old and I just don't understand why it's still there. So I definitely want to put a focus on that as something that I think is really important. So it'll be serums and then maybe some creams. We'll see.
Fantastic. Some nice new products coming out. Do you think you'll sell it as maybe a big kit, sort of with a lot of different products in there as well?
I think that's a great idea. I'll have to think about that. I love it.
And what are the events that you do? Do you do sort of have stalls at different events where you let people sample your products? Is that the kind of thing that you do?
I do, yeah. So we're fortunate, here in the Midwest. I live in Milwaukee, and which is near Chicago. It's relatively near Minneapolis and Madison. There's tons of amazing makers here, and truly creative people running small businesses and kind of using those markets as a way to kind of launch their business. So I love participating in those simply because I love talking to customers. And it's so great of an experience for me to have someone say, my skin does this, or I've been dealing with this issue and, can you help me? Or, and sometimes it's not even my products. I'll say like, this might not be for you. However, like look this up, or I tried this, or read this article or this book. It's just such an amazing experience talking to the community and learning more about people's skin, and then hearing later from them like, oh my gosh, I bought this oil from you at this market and my skin looks so beautiful and I'm so happy with it and I can't wait to tell all my friends. It's just like such a great experience being able to interact with customers one-on-one, and those markets are a great way to do that. So I highly recommend to anyone who is looking at launching their, new clean line to start doing some stuff like that, because you learn so much from your customers and they truly should be your biggest inspiration.
Yeah, definitely. And I think meeting them in person, being visible, something we talk a lot about at Formula Botanica in the classroom, is, getting yourself out there, whether it's live on screen on Facebook, on a live, or whether it's meeting people. But it is so important to meet.
It truly is.
It's fantastic. So that's one top tip. My last question was going to be, do you have any other top tips for anyone else looking to launch a skincare brand in the future? What would you suggest?
Yeah, I totally think, my biggest resource truly has been the community around me. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I think it can feel like you have to do everything yourself. And if you don't, like maybe, I have to pay someone to do this, or I have to, do that. But like I said, my name of my line, we came up with it, me and a group of my closest friends sitting around a dining table. I said, guys, I'm really struggling with this. Like, I need your help. And then we kind of threw the, poll up on Facebook, and it's just, don't be afraid to ask for help. People want to help you. And, you're going to be surprised, I think, by how much better your ideas get when you're collaborating than if you're trying to keep it all kind of reserved to yourself. So don't feel like you're, alone. You're certainly not. And don't be afraid to ask for help. I think that's my number one tip.
Fantastic. Yeah, definitely. I think community is a big thing. I know here at Formula Botanica we try to really give a big focus on the student community, and they offer a lot of help to each other and the graduates, which is fantastic. And we have people that have graduated, launched the brand, and we've got people that are just starting out on the very first course, never formulated before. You've got such a wide range of people, and it's lovely that you can all help each other. So
And to that point, the Formula Botanica Facebook community and even on Instagram has been so helpful. I've even had just Instagram conversations with brands that I recognize. I say, hey, I'm a former, Formula Botanica student as well. I think that you are too. I saw that you were posting about this. Like, can you tell me more about that? Like, I need some guidance or I need some help. And people are so helpful. And on Facebook, if you're saying, hey guys, I'm having a hard time with this formulation. I just can't get it. And people throw pictures up. Everyone's jumping in to help. It's a great benefit that I don't even think I knew was going to be part of the course when I started taking it. And it's something that I really rely on now as a part of my kind of community space. So I think that you offering that is such an amazing benefit. I love it.
Yeah, it is lovely. I mean, the students are fantastic. There's no competitiveness. Everyone just wants to help each other be really successful, which I love. So do you want to just share your website address and your social media links?
Yes.
For people to find you? Where can they find
I would love to. So you can find us. Our website is shopthesundaystandard.com. And you can follow along on Instagram. Our handle is @thisisthesundaystandard.
Brilliant. Fantastic. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm sure
thank you so much, Kelly. It was lovely.
It's been lovely to meet you today.
Yes.
And I hope lots of you check out Emma's website and her Instagram and maybe even buy her products. That would be fantastic. So we're going to sign off now, but thank you all for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this interview. If you do want to find out more about our courses, the website address is www.formulabotanica.com, where you'll find all of our courses there. And also we have a free sample class on the website as well, if you'd like to try that out first. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.